Hey folks, if you're new at grilling with charcoal and need a few tips, this video is for you. The first thing I want to cover is the different types of charcoal. If you notice, I've got two bags here. This is B&B brand. This is called lump charcoal. And if you'll notice, this is just big pieces of wood. This is hardwood, a blend of it, different types. And it's just turned into charcoal. This is actually my favorite type of charcoal to use. I use this when I'm smoking food. I use it just to grill. And this is going to be your all-around best charcoal in my opinion. But if you can't find that, or if you're just starting, this is called briquettes, and this is compressed wood. I don't know, maybe like sawdust or wood fibers of some sort. They've got some sort of binders in there to hold that together, but this is a little easier to use getting started, just due to the fact that it's uniform in size, and you can kind of control your temperature with it a little better at first. But overall, I recommend using some lump charcoal. Get you a bag of that if you can find it. Different brands are in different regions. This B&B is pretty good around here. Royal Oak is another brand. Fogo, there's a lot of different ones. Just try out some different ones that you can find in your region and see which one that you like best. The next thing I'm going to cover is how much charcoal that you need to use when you're cooking. And a lot of the times I get a question from a lot of folks asking how much to use because they have tried to grill and they just couldn't seem to get the grill up hot enough. So I'm going to show you what I do. I'm just going to use these briquettes for demonstration purposes. I'm going to start out with a full chimney full most of the time. I'm going to fill it all the way up to the top, just like that. And when you light it, you also want to wait until all the charcoal has been lit. It needs to be ashed over, or in the lump you'll see it burning, you'll see the glow, and it needs to come all the way up to the top. If you start cooking before then, you're not going to get a high enough temperature. Now this full chimney of charcoal most of the time will get me at 450, 500 and up. If you go about halfway, you're probably going to land somewhere around 350, 400 degrees for your cook. But I like to start out with a full chimney because I'm going to be cooking with zones anyway, and that usually is enough fuel to get me through most of my cooks. Tip number 3 is get you one of these charcoal chimneys. This one is old, beat up. I've used it hundreds or thousands of times. Actually ran over it with a truck and had to straighten it back out a little bit. But this is going to be the best way to light charcoal. A lot of people are going to argue with me and say, well, use lighter fluid if you let it burn off, but why put chemicals on your food if you don't have to? So a lot of folks ask me, how do I know when the charcoal is ready to use? And I just wanted to show you, if you look in those holes in the side of the chimney, it's glowing most of the way up. And you can look in here from the top, we've got flames shooting up the top, and you can see the glow just maybe down one layer or so of briquettes. I also noticed that the smoke has pretty much cleared completely up, thinned out, and it's about gone. If you've got heavy smoke coming from your chimney, it's not ready yet. So when you dump the charcoal in your grill, you need to bank it to one side to create a couple different cooking zones. I'll go ahead and put my grate on here. Over above the charcoal is where it's going to be the hottest. That's where you're going to sear your meat and get the hottest temps. But you need a place to move your meat to over here where it's cooler and you can get away from flame ups. And also, a lot of times you're going to put a sear on your meat and then move it over here and put the lid on and finish it indirectly. And one last question that people ask me is, when you get finished cooking, say you've got a lot of charcoal left and you want the fire to be put out, how do you do that? Well, I'll show you. If you notice, I went ahead and closed that vent. You can shut both vents down. It'll still take you a little while, but that will deprive it of oxygen. And if you need the charcoal to go out, this will help it go out a lot faster. I've had a lot of new folks watching the channel that are completely new to grilling, so I wanted to answer a few of the questions I've been seeing in my comment section. I'm also going to link to a few videos down in the description box to some of my favorite cooks, some things to give you some ideas and help you get started cooking. I'll put out a new cooking video hopefully next week. Thanks for watching this video. Like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, leave a comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless you.